What are the things that customers really want today in terms of being helpful? How do we demonstrate, or do you have any examples?
First of all, what customers want is they decide what it is that they want. Do they want the lowest price in town, or do they need help with something? Or do they need support, or they want value? And by the way, you can get a hybrid. You can't always get the lowest price and the best service. So helpful means, in the case of Ace Hardware, it means very knowledgeable, because you walk in with the part and they go, hey, I need this. Can you help me and tell me what to do with it? And their people are very knowledgeable. They're trained well. That's part of their whole thing. Plus, they're staffed extremely well. You're not going to have to go walking around, the aisles looking for someone to help you. That's important. So I think convenience, staffed properly without having to wait a long time, knowledgeable people, all that goes toward helpful. And then, having principles in place. Like one of the ideas that one of the retailers told me is that we have this idea that it takes one to say yes, but two to say no, which means that frontline person has to figure out a yes solution for the customer, or he's got to get permission to say no to the customer from a manager. And the manager really doesn't want to be bothered. But when's the last time you asked for something and to get approval, someone said, hold on, I have to check with my manager? One of the people that I interviewed for the last book was American Express. I interviewed their senior VP of World Service. And one of the things he talked about is, rather than hire people from the call center industry, he looked for people that had hospitality background, people that had worked in a hotel or a restaurant, because he says those people know how to take care of people. If that's important, look at the right kind of person that you're hiring. Nordstrom talked about how they don't really train their people to be as good as they do. The parents train them. They just take what they already know and they make it work for their system. I mean, isn't that great? And so it's same thing with Ace. They hire the right people and then they train them. Training is so important. It's really difficult to throw somebody into the fire there and say, okay, now get out real quick without any kind of training.